Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Unqualified Film Bros podcast. Max, Ben, and George coming at you yet again. Another review talking about the new Josh Hartnett movie, Fight or Flight. It's an action comedy on a plane. What do you guys think?
I guess I'll start.
Good plan.
It kind of felt like, one of those independent action movies. It reminded me of Crank in some parts. It reminded me in others of like a Steven Seagal action movie. I think it was kind of carried by Josh Hartnett. Um, the
Absolutely.
kills were fine and stuff, and they were exciting enough, but really this was just Josh Hartnett having a really good time. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. That being said, yeah, it's hard for me to call this like a good movie. Uh, it's not bad. I won't say it's bad, but it does have its. I mean, it's supposed to be cartoony, but some of the stuff is just like the villain is ridiculous. The actual villain, not the co-star or whatever,
The Ghost.
The
the
Ghost.
ghost.
Which, by the way, as soon as he singled out those two flight attendants, you knew it was going to be one of them.
I
Or at
thought it
least
was gonna be the nervous guy. It would be all Kaiser Soze.
I thought so too.
That would be fun. But no, I guess other subversion. It's a woman instead of like a middle-aged man.
And she's 16,
Yeah,
Or 25, allegedly.
25. Who knows? Yeah.
between 16 and 25.
Yeah.
That's the range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max, how
I
about you?
mean, I don't disagree with anything that Ben just said. I think he nailed it. Like it was fun. Like I did have fun watching this movie. And Josh Hartnett having a blast. I mean, that scene where he ingests the fish poison or whatever,
Oh yeah, it was fun. It's just
like he's having fun and
it
like
reminded me of Crank in that like
yeah,
reality is not real. Like things
yeah.
you could do whatever you want in this version.
Yeah, and then he lights a firework off the top of some woman's head, and that's what he sees, but that's not what it is. And there's some pretty good kills in this. Like the first one in the lavatory with the smoke detector or
Guy's
whatever.
head going into the
Mhm.
Yeah, that was
sprinkler
crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was
was
crazy.
brutal.
Um,
At first, I didn't
yeah,
know what he had impaled them.
I
I
didn't
was
know
like,
either until they zoomed in on it.
I
They
don't think he
showed
realized he
the
impaled
wound
them.
in the head.
Yeah, yeah, but
It did.
it was fine.
It did kind of remind me of Bullet Head or Bullet Train in that instead of he just gets bad luck, he just can't help but kill all these people. To be fair, this one is kind of like, what are you gonna do, man? These people are hell bent on killing you for whatever reason. You get the woman with a chandelier or a champagne glass in
Oh
her
yeah,
eye, just
Oh
like
yeah.
running at you.
yeah.
Oh, my one, I would say legitimate criticism because this is a low budget movie, and I think they did a good job for,
A lot
the
with low
budget they
budget.
had
What's their budget? I'm curious.
and it was just fun. I mean, it's an action comedy. But
Yeah.
my criticism is chainsaw kills. No CGI, man. Don't do that. Do the practical effects. It's so much better. It looks so cool.
Are we suspending our disbelief to believe that they got a chainsaw onto the flight?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I
They
mean it's
got,
ridiculous. It's
dude,
ridiculous.
they got like a
That's
million
true.
guns on there. It at a certain point you can't. This is not like anything, even like Bullet Train. This is ridiculous. Like
Yeah, there's dozens of assassins on like a 350 person flight just happening to like be there, and so we're led to believe, I guess, at the beginning. And it's like, how the hell did they get all this stuff onto the plane?
and they
You
really got
you can
every type of
explain it
villain on
away
this
as
one
like in the
too.
cargo hold and they check their baggage, but like no, they're pulling the chainsaws out of the overhead compartment.
They got like the Irish twins, they got the triad, they got ninjas, they got every fucking buddy here.
And your fucking generic bad guy henchman types. Your big
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
looking
the cannon
guys.
fodder. Oh, but the guy with the clarinet, that was that
That
was
was
an
that
interesting
was my
choice.
favorite guy. I was like, that person speaks to me. But also like
Yeah.
having the mouthpiece of the clarinet come off and having like inside the clarinet be a blade, like
And then you have
great way to conceal a knife.
the
That's
Russian guys who literally just grab their guns and start shooting everybody and blow a hole through the fucking airplane.
yeah.
I mean, you saw the shot go through the window. It held on the shot for a second, and then the entire wall of the plane around the window
Dude,
just gets sucked out.
as soon as
Some dude was flying out with it.
as soon as they brought up the guns, I was like, oh my God, they're gonna do something to the plane.
I think it was in the trailer too.
Oh yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. So we knew the window was going to blow out at some point.
Yeah,
I am not sure that that's how physics works, but don't really care in this movie.
I kind of wish they hadn't done the opening scene showing all of the gruesome action, and then going back 16 hours earlier or 12 hours earlier, whatever it was.
See, I went to an AMC, and normally there's 30 minutes of previews, and I got there like 5 minutes late, so I just started up with them complaining about, you know, this this ghost person.
Ah,
And then they called them up.
There you go.
I
I have
also
no
went
idea
to
how
an
much I
AMC.
missed, but huh?
I also went to an AMC, and after Nicole Kidman was on screen, which I don't get to see a lot because I rarely go to the AMC. I mostly go to Cinemark. Um, After Nicole Kidman was on screen, I was just taken aback by how many studio logos we got.
Oh, you gotta expect that. It's a
I
logo.
would guess 9
Yeah, there were
different
a lot.
companies worked on this movie, and it got to the point where it was noticeable how many there were.
Yeah, it was basically it was just a black screen basically, and it was just like listing them out and holding them there for like 5 seconds.
The
That's one of
first
those
the
things
first 2 minutes of
you
the movie was studio logos
I
in an
didn't
you
hour
just have to
recognize, I
hour
accept
don't think I
37
sometimes.
movie.
recognized a single one.
The thing is that they all give like a little bit of money to fund the like $8 million or whatever it is.
But
The
like
budget
the
is not public. I googled it just now and I could not find a budget. It's made 2.5 million at the box office so far though, in a limited
I would
run.
assume it's around maybe 8 million. That's my
Yeah, and
assumption.
it'll I don't know if it'll break even, to be honest. There's a lot out
No
right now.
clue.
There's a lot coming out next week.
yeah.
You're coming up between Thunderbolts and Mission Impossible and Lilo and Stitch.
But yeah, you don't necessarily have the same distribution when you going through all these these producers.
No, and this
No.
like I said, this movie wasn't even playing at the Cinemarks I usually go to, so I had to go to the AMC.
Yeah, AMC picks up a lot of these. There's a lot
I
of
missed my
movies that like we
independent. There
don't
was
review.
a small Criterion cinema in New Haven, but it was a victim of the pandemic, so
Mm.
no more low budget, no more limited release movies. 10
Yeah, and
minutes
this isn't.
walk from my office.
I guess this is low budget for today's standards. This is not exactly low budget. It had to be at least like 8 million or something, which is more than I think that's the same amount as Anora.
Fedora was like 10, yeah.
Look that one up.
9.
I think it was like 8. Brutalist was
Anora's
10.
budget was
Oh, the Brutal.
6.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Brutalist.
Oh, 6, so it was more.
Anora
Yeah.
was 6. The
Ooh,
Brutalist was
that one was
9.6.
yeah.
But still, compared to $700 million for Doomsday and Secret Wars,
Oh my Lord.
that's that's pennies.
Yeah. But again, it's always fun to watch these movies. I don't mind having movies come out, like if they lose money, it's like whatever. They'll probably make it back on rentals and things like that. That's the entire idea with them
Yeah.
because they're
If
fun. You see it, it's like, oh, I want to watch this,
if
and you know
you're
what?
a
It's
Josh
fun.
Hartnett fan, as we have proclaimed ourselves to be over the last three times we've seen him in movies and talked about them, you
Yeah,
enjoy this one.
I
Like
can't say
I would put this on in the background if I'm like cooking or something and have it play. Check in on it every once in a while. Like I
Yeah,
would
like
watch. Yeah.
in a couple of years, if it's on cable and there's nothing else
Yeah.
on, throw it on. Why not?
Yeah.
It's one of those. What I love about this movie, and it's not a good movie, Ben, as you said, it's not a good movie. Uh, it has a great lead performance. I would say 2-star movie with a 4.5-star performance from Josh Hartnett. He's
well,
the
yeah,
only reason to watch
tough
it.
to judge performance, something like this.
Um, I mean, I'm speaking in generalities here, of course. But what was my point? Um, oh yeah, this movie, it's not good, but it's one of those turn your brain off and just take it in. Which every now and then you need a movie like that.
It's an old school, like, this is what 80s action movies were made on. It's this ridiculous premise that anything is possible. You just set some guy there and he'll just beat up a bunch of bad guys. And it works every time.
Put your
Even when
hero
they're bad, they're
in an
fun. Like,
impossible situation and watch him
you
get
really
away.
have to, even so, like some of the ones that weren't received initially, like, what was it, Last Action Hero and things like that. Everybody loves them after a certain point of time. They're just fun. Um, and it's good that they're kind of making a return. I prefer this to like Bullet Train. I mentioned Bullet Train and like the type of you get a bunch of assassins on a train and stuff, but
Oh, you're
I
talking about
prefer
our
the
most
go
viewed episode.
I prefer the going all in on the like cartoon. Just don't don't mess with stuff like, oh, this guy's got really bad luck. Oh, this girl's got really good luck. Oh, there's a little too much backstory in that. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's
Too
Zazie Beats,
clunky.
so you know that she's gonna have really good luck because that's kind of what she does in all of her movies except for Joker.
Fair.
Except she is not the one with luck in that movie, which is also hilarious.
Yeah.
Mm.
God, I have seen that scene where Zazie Beats' character in Bullet Train dies come up in my like TikTok for you or my Instagram reels so many times. And every time I'm like, yeah, I'll watch this scene for 45 seconds. It's like, I should really rewatch the movie. I enjoyed Bullet Train.
Yeah,
You
but
definitely enjoyed it
I
more.
would say I enjoyed it more than this.
I mean, it's not bad. I just as a movie, it's probably made better, like aesthetically and technically, but
Oh,
I
it probably had a much larger budget than
oh,
this.
it definitely did. It was
definitely.
probably like 10, 15 times larger, but
And now I'm looking at the budget again.
yeah,
I mean,
sometimes I think that's a detriment. Like I
had
like
Bradley.
action more practical. I don't think it looks very good. I mean, if you're doing superheroes, fine.
Bullet Train's budget was 85 to 90 mil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the win on that one, Ben. You said 10 times this one, and you're guessing 8 for this one.
Yep.
What did you guys think of the last scene of the movie where
Um,
they're
where
in
he
sort
just
of, he wakes up
no.
in the hospital
Oh, oh,
and like they're
yeah.
fighting out of another situation together.
You know what? I think it's fine since it's how the movie started with him. If you want to end it like that, I don't think you could give a good ending. I mean, you could. I don't know. I think either way would be fine, but that's probably the better way because know nothing about this guy other than his life was screwed up. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, if they want to go make two more, sure, I guess. Like if that's what they're
I
going for,
Why
then
not?
fine.
Yeah,
But
I didn't
I don't know.
really know if that was the thing, but
It felt like a sequel setup.
It
sometimes I
did,
can't tell.
but
Because why would you include that scene of Reyes and the ghost uh, in this other circumstance after tying up the story of this 97-minute film in a neat little bow in the previous scene?
I don't know. I guess it's just that the fight never ends. I don't know, man. I didn't think too deeply about it. I was just like, oh, okay, that's how they're doing it.
I'm glad they did what was so clearly like potentially a credit scene. Glad they did it before the credits so that when the credits rolled, I could just walk.
Oh, God, yeah, I would not have stayed for that.
yeah.
I would not have known.
It's like when did Uncharted do its sort of credit scene before the credits, or like, was that the last
What
scene
was,
before the credits roll?
what was it? I forget.
Where they were setting up another movie and then it didn't do well, so they're not making it. Uh,
I think maybe it was like mid
Tom
credits.
Holland Tom Holland swings in and Mark Wahlberg's on a boat. And he's got a mustache.
I don't think I stayed for that, honestly.
I don't remember
And it
this.
must have been a credit scene.
I don't remember this, but I also haven't seen Uncharted in a
So
while.
they actually
I've
gave
only seen
Mark
it twice.
Wahlberg an
Yeah.
accurate silly mustache, but in the credit scene. What is that like a superpower? We gotta wait for that? What's up?
I don't know,
Why didn't
man.
they do that in the
Credit
actual
scenes are
movie?
so like we just saw it with Thunderbolts last week. It's either, Red Guardian in the Wheaties aisle or it's setting up the Fantastic Four crossing dimensions. Like that's what credit scenes are in 2025.
Yeah,
Or
but
or
yeah, but
something
the
really
Wheaties,
pointed like the coda of Sinners. The credit scene with old Sammy playing in the bar
yeah.
and
Oh well,
then Stack
that
and
was well
Mary
done
come
then.
in.
Yeah, there are good ones. Like and I don't think it matters all that much, right? Like even with the Thunderbolts Wheaties one, like that was a part of their whole marketing and it was a line in the movies. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it made sense that they would toss something in there.
like
And we
shawarma.
also got a second one that also kind of mattered. So it's like, have fun. It's like the Shawarma one in
Yeah.
the event after the first Avengers film, just kind of funny and stupid.
Um,
The bait and switch on Katie Sackhoff working for the government? Nope, she actually works for a corporation.
I saw that and I was like,
Okay.
okay, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. It's like, wow, what a twist. I know nothing
Yeah,
about
like
I don't
Like
even know about this world. Who's the fucking president?
like it doesn't really matter because either way, she's either some crazy like DOD official going off the rails, or she's some like corporation actor and she's doing the same stuff. It doesn't matter. Like she's gonna do it either way.
she's got this she's
Also,
clearly got the pull to get him the new passport and shit.
Yeah.
but like,
Like,
why? Why was that even in the script? What's the point?
Also, they dressed her like a government official the whole thing.
everyone in that
Everyone was dressed like
Yeah,
government.
you've got a whole like
bunker
intelligence
level
room. It's like,
sticks to
oh
Like,
yeah,
it.
this is just a
yeah,
security
this is so
company.
dumb. Just like
Just yeah, just literally stick with the CIA or FBI, or literally anything, anything at all.
And the fact that Reyes actually was Secret Service at one point, like,
yeah.
did Katie Sackhoff's character just go like private sector or
Dude, there is no fucking way that this killing machine would have been member of the Secret Service. He would have failed the fucking training. So unbelievable.
Yeah,
Just
do you
make a
think they
black
put this
ops. What's
guy?
wrong with you?
You think they put this guy that close to the president of the United States?
Dude, he
No
would
way.
probably snap. It's like, oh shit, it's Donald Trump.
they put him in a room with an ambassador who beat the shit out of underage prostitutes and he killed him for it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like, all right, if you want to separate them and, give them a few punches, that's fine. You are going to be indicted for murder, probably. if you kill a diplomat.
Yeah.
You should just probably know that. But
No
no,
matter
this
how justified it is, it's like you're gonna get in trouble for
you
that.
know what it is? It's like Jake Gyllenhaal in like Roadhouse. He just like loses his fucking mind. But
Why is that the Roadhouse you reference?
That's what happens. Like he just
because that's
loses
not what
his
happens in the
mind
original
and just
Roadhouse.
destroys people.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. God, we did that movie too, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We did. But unlike that, like Jake Gyllenhaal looks maniacal, absolute
To be
psychopath the
fair,
entire movie.
his scene partner for the entire third act is Conor McGregor.
Yeah, so he should be able to outact him.
He
No, I
doesn't.
mean they're both just hamming it up
And
the
here we
entire
have Josh
time.
Hartnett outacting everybody, as he should be.
But that's what I'm saying is Josh Hartnett can pull off the psychopath very like, oh, he's cute. That's charismatic. That's nice.
I noticed a lot of the same energy from Trap in this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At a
Like
certain point, you knew
a
he
little
was
bit
a
of that
killer, but
manic sort of. Yeah, we're gonna
and if
fuck
he was the
that.
butcher for a good reason, then maybe I would be on his side, like the entire movie. If he was like trapping pedophiles or something, I don't know. But yeah, he
Yeah.
really can pull off. He's charismatic. He's really good in that role. And he was always good at that. Like that was one of the things he was really good at as a teen actor and like, his early career is he could do those like charming roles, but with a little sinister vibe.
I mean, we've been saying that on the pod since Operation Fortune, when he was
I
acting
mean,
opposite Statham and Hugh Grant.
have you seen his original movies? I'm curious. Sorry, his like early movies.
I have not seen his early work. No.
Like what is it, The Virgin Suicides?
Oh, he's in that.
Yeah, he's the main he's the heartthrob.
Oh, yeah. That's on the old watch list.
But yeah, he was good in a lot of things.
I like Josh Hartnett.
But yeah, definitely watch some of his earlier stuff. He's a very good actor then, he's a very good actor now. And yeah, I like it when he does these ridiculous things.
Hell, he was in fucking Oppenheimer.
That's right, he was. I forgot. I mean, really crazy actor.
Dude's got
Uh,
range.
yeah, I mean he's really good.
Oh, Penny Dreadful, that weird TV show on Showtime or whatever. Black Hawk Down
On
Oh
the
yeah,
Letterboxd page.
and Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, I knew he was in Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
that's
He's in Wrath of Man.
yeah. He was supposed to be like a bit part, and I guess he just made up a character for himself.
Oh, I do remember reading that.
Wild Horses.
Huh.
Oh, horses.
Got two upcoming movies. Verity, psychological romance thriller, and The Long Home.
Halloween H20
Oh yeah, H2O.
H2O. I'm sorry, that looks like a zero to me.
It is,
Yeah, are you sure it's not? Yeah.
but they call it H2O.
Lame, dumb, disagree.
Well, it was for
20th
it came out
anniversary.
in 2000 or something.
Yeah,
So
Or was it 2000? Or no,
it was
maybe it was the
98
20th.
because it would
No,
be
98.
it
the
was I think it was the 20th year anniversary of Halloween. That's what it was.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. That's how I've always known it. Everyone has always said that. Don't blame me. Nobody says H20.
I I will blame you because you just called me out for saying it wrong.
No,
Apparently,
I'm trying to make sure if you're in with the cool like slasher, nerds, you don't look like a
I
poser.
I do hang out with a lot of slasher-y nerds.
That's George's favorite movie genre.
Yeah, I
And
know. He
you're the
loves
slasher-y nerd I hang out with
That is true.
once a week for an
accurate.
hour.
You should get into slashers. They're not scary. They're fun.
I've seen a few slashers.
They're like teen comedies, but with a twist.
I do want to watch Scream. I've never seen Scream.
Oh, Scream is great. I will happily recommend that.
I know you would. Are there any like that terrible CGI chainsaw kills in that one? Like there are in
No, no,
like the
that's
movie
why I
we're
love
talking about tonight?
slashers. The good slashers, they use practical effects. None of this CGI nonsense. CGI is good for some things. I don't think it's good for blood and guts and anything like that. Body stuff. Make practical effects. It looks more real.
The hole in the guy's head when he gets impaled by the sprinkler actually looked decent. Looked like they did that practically. But then
It may have that may
Actually, a
have
little
been
bit.
practical, yeah.
by the time that they're throwing chainsaws across the fuselage of the plane,
But that's the
you got
most fun
blood
is like
splatters that don't
seeing the
make sense.
it's so much fun to see the practical effect of just they like put these meat things together to make arms or whatever you want to put in there. And then you just take a chainsaw and you literally cut through it. It looks great. I mean, it doesn't always look like an arm anatomically correct, but God, that
Anatomically,
was hard to say. Huh?
anatomically,
Anatom.
Anatomically correct.
There we go.
What
we
did I
found
say?
it. We found it. It's okay.
Yeah,
Phonetically? I think all right, whatever.
yeah,
Doesn't
Um,
matter.
I'm just really excited about practical effects, guys. I'm very passionate about this.
We know.
yeah.
We've had
Well,
a lot of
That's
these
the end of
movies.
my spiel. Uh, just do
we're
more.
in for. I mean, we're in a good run of practical effects, sort of big blockbuster action films, right? Like, you know,
I'm curious to
Thunderbolts, they did
see
a lot practically. Fantastic Four, they're doing freaking miniatures.
which
That's
is
great. I
awesome.
was really excited
It's
to see that.
awesome.
Fucking
I
love
thought
Matt
as much when
Shakman.
they showed the boots of
Yeah,
Galactus.
yeah. And we've got Mission Impossible.
Tom
That's gonna
Cruise would not allow
no.
shit not to be
So
practical.
we're gonna be spoiled over the next little bit.
I am
Um,
curious how they do the kills
so
in Ballerina because
They're,
John Wick, they do a lot of practical blood in those four movies. So I'm
um,
because
you know what's interesting?
it's not Chad Stahelski directing Ballerina. So
What's
I
interesting is
was I,
I'm
I was pleased that we got the Ballerina trailer attached to this because I had not seen it yet, and it comes out
I am
in.
not sure that's true. I think some of the stuff that he does is actually CGI for the John Wick stuff, for blood and things like
Looks it
that.
looks really good.
But yeah, I think I read that and I was like, yeah, I mean, if you do it really well, I guess you could pull it off.
Consequences.
I think it
they
just,
stylize it though too a little bit, so it helps, and they
Yeah,
they a little
yeah.
more
I
fun.
think they did stuff like that for the Matrix and things like that. You can make it work. Um, it's more when you're doing like a raw kill, like using a chainsaw or something like that. You want to use practical effect. If you're cutting someone in half, it's always going to look fake if you use CGI. If you use practical effects, yeah, it won't look real per se, but it has a better like visceral feel. Like, oh my God, that guy just got cut in half.
also, like, just bringing it back to Fight or Flight, you're not going to this movie to see, or like, you're not watching this movie to see kills that look good. That's part of it, but you're
I
going to the
am.
movie to
I'm
see.
always looking for that.
You're going to this movie to see Josh Hartnett. Let's be honest.
Well, yes. In this case, yes, you go to see it for that. But I always look for good kills.
That's true, and that is
I'm a
a
fan of
question we
dead
ask on
meat
pretty much
and
every
the
action
golden
movie: is
chainsaw.
favorite kill. So, favorite kill in this movie.
Oh, I'm going with the sprinkler. That one was insane. That I mean that was his first kill in the movie, I think, that we
Yeah,
see. Wow, what a way to kick us off.
Uh, my golden chainsaw will go to the Chandelier and the Eye Girl.
I think we're calling it Golden Chainsaw now. Every time we have a favorite kill category.
You guys are not
Um,
aware of Dead Meat's tradition of golden chainsaws.
well, that's we're doing it now. Yeah, I'm with Max, the sprinkler. It was unexpected. Like I was not sure how he was going to get out of that fight, and then it's just up into the ceiling, and he hangs there.
Yeah, so that was part of it, is that he just like stuck up there. And I was like, did he somehow get something around his throat that we didn't see? And he's like, he like hang no, no,
It's just like
he just saw.
spike sprinkler
Yeah,
in his brain.
yeah, yeah.
So now that we've given out our golden chainsaw of the night, um, we can all toss a
So,
recommendation, I think, to Fight or Flight. Movie theaters are packed these days, which is awesome because there are so many good movies out and coming out. But see this one on a big screen, um, just for the spectacle of the, you know, 90% of the movie taking place on the plane. Enjoy it. Let us know what you think. Max, what are we doing next week?
I don't know yet.
Okay, so Max is picking a movie for his sniper kill elite trivia win a couple weeks ago, getting the final question exactly right.
wait, are we doing that movie? Sniper Elite? The
Yeah.
Steven Seagal movie?
Well, you did talk about how much you wanted to do a Steven Seagal movie earlier in this episode.
You did say
Yeah,
that.
man. It's a great one. He sits in a chair for the entire movie.
Cool.
Sounds riveting. I'm glad. Thank you.
So Max will pick a movie for us to watch next week. He'll host the episode. We will see you for that in 7 days. Have a good night.
Good night.